Hey guys, we're in Playa Blanca in Colombia and it's really beautiful here. Take a look. So we got the beautiful turquoise water. It's a gorgeous day. And so I thought I'd check out a few different lighting scenarios for you. So what we're going to do is we've got ideal caca lighting going on here. So we've got the sun high in the sky and you can see on Ben here casting some shocking shadows here. So we're going to work with a few different ways we can make some nice lighting and also look for some nice areas that we can shoot him in that we can improve on. So basically, let's just start with the normal light. So you want to maybe get like a bit of this beautiful sort of turquoise water. But what happens is we've got such hard light at midday that we've got this hard shadow here. But we can work with it. There's lots of things we can do. So the first thing that's really hard is like when Ben takes his sunglasses off, because he's got blue eyes, he's going to struggle. So you've got kind of do a few things to help Ben to not have the brightness of the light affecting his eyes. So like I'm going to get you to just like shut your eyes until I'm ready. And so what I've done is actually I'm trying to position Ben so that the light is casting nice and cleanly on his face and not casting too many shadows. So I can actually turn him around and try and have full sun on his face. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So we turn him around, but you can still see he's got that raccoon eyes going on. So basically we turn him around so that he's backlit and all the way around. Now he's completely backlit. That's going to be the best lighting for us to use. So we'll start with that first. So what we're going to do is we'll get Alice to come around here. So basically now he's in beautiful shade. I'm going to take a reading of that and just get a nice headshot. I'm going to come right back. That's it. That's great. So what you can see is like he's cleanly lit. And that's looking good. But if I take a reading and get the camera to do the reading exactly, basically it's going to make his skin tone underexposed. So I want him basically exposed for good skin tone, and so I'm going to overexpose by a stop, and that's going to blow the background out. So we'll just have a go at that. So just Ben looking straight at me. So my exposure is now 5.6 at a 2/50th of a second, which is a full stop over. So we'll have a look at that. And basically the background is completely blown out and we're just getting white in the background. Okay, but he looks good and you're getting like nice spill coming and it looks good. So I'm just going to come in a bit closer. Okay, but he is struggling with this light. It's not good, so just look down, close your eyes, Ben. That's it. Don't cry. Eyes to me. That's it, great. Okay, close your eyes to me. Go. And again. So it's not ideal lighting. It's too, especially when people have fair eyes, they really struggle. And you're not going to get a really good shot. So we have to find a better way. Now there's other things we can do. We can use the silver reflector and bring it up and bounce some light in. And just from there, Alice is fine, not too close. And so basically when you're using a reflector, let's have a look, let's see where the sun is. Okay, now the trick is to kind of angle it, and you can come back a fair bit. And you just want to like hit his face there, but the silver side is it's really hard, and so it basically just looks like a bare flash. So it's not ideal. I'm going to try and get Ben to open his eyes for this, and I see it's going to put in about a stop of light. So let's have a go. So Alice is going to just like bounce it in. So it's like So basically what you're doing is the sun hits the reflector, and then you kind of angle it on there. It takes a bit of practice, and you can skim it at different, like you can skim it or you can hit them full on really hard there. So it's just like a matter of scooping it up. There you go, there. All right, you got that? So there. So let's try that now and see how that looks as lighting. So that's actually given us like another half stop. So I'm going to go change my exposure now to 1/400th of a second. Have a go at that. So Ben, just open your eyes, go. That's it. And he's struggling. Hang on, let's have another go. Ready? Set. And he's crying. And we've missed the, there we go. Let's try that. And there we go. And open your eyes. All right, so you can see that the silver cleans it up, but it's still not ideal. So what we want to do is get Ben out of the sun and into some open shade so that we can give his eyes a rest and find a better alternative. So let's go find some open shade. So, all right, so I brought Ben out of the sun and into this thatched hut here, and it's a really clean shade. So if you can have a look, it's like quite thick. The thing that you've got to look for and avoid in these situations is where there's like patches and spots of sunlight, because the dots of light are going to affect the way his face looks. So here he's in perfectly clean shade. Now when I try and expose for this, the problem is going to be that my meter, or Hans, who works out all the camera settings, is going to see all the bright light behind Ben, and it's going to get confused and it's going to underexpose his face a lot. So if I try and expose for his face in this light, and like, look how good his eyes look, they look amazing, they're open, he's not struggling with the light. So if you've got someone who's fair-eyed, like take them out of their misery and bring them inside in the shade. And this is really nice, soft, beautiful light. And what we're going to get is this beautiful wrap coming around his face. So if I expose correctly for this shot, according to my camera meter, it is telling me 2.8 at 1/250th of a second. So if I get a shot of Ben at that, basically he's completely black, which it's like it's underexposed on his face. So I'm going to open up, because it's all the bright light that's flooding in is confusing the camera. So I'm going to open up, do the shot again, and overexpose by 1.5 stops, and that's going to make all the difference. And have a look at that. You've got beautiful light, beautiful wrap going on around his face, and he looks amazing. But we can improve on that, because we can see like his blue eyes, we've got this all this light flooding in behind him. If I bring in a silver reflector, it's going to actually bounce a small amount of light, but it's enough to make his eyes really ping in this kind of lighting. So we're just going to maneuver the light. So like, can we see, like, I'll show you the difference when I shoot it, but we like bring it right in close. There it is there. So we've got like the nice bounce. It's going to get Ben to soften his face, think of something nice, straight down the barrel, that's it. I've got him in the most awkward position. So you see, I've got him to lower himself, and I've actually got him to spread his feet so that he can actually lean forward on the bench. And the reason I've asked him to lean forward on the bench is when you get someone to lean forward, it pushes their jawline forward, and it strengthens it, and it makes it for a stronger. And this is how I would pose like a CEO. I'd even ask him to like get down low like that. But if you can find a bench that's a little bit higher and just get anyone that you shoot to sort of lean forward, it's really good on the like you can see his jawline is looking really strong there. So this is all about the headshot. So now we've got the great reflector in there, and that's good. So I can just shoot that, and that's looking beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is just up my ISO to 400, because I am hand holding this long lens, and I'll need to be at a shutter speed that's basically double the focal length. So if I'm at 200, to have a steady shot, I want to be shooting at 1/400th of a second. So I've gone up, there we go. So I've gone up to 400 ISO, and that's going to give me a much sharper shot. Okay, Ben, just a little smile for me, that's it. A little less, just think of something really nice. That's great. That's looking really good. He looks amazing. Beautiful, and of course I'm focusing on his eyes. But look at that, it looks like the beautiful wrap of light that's coming in around his like strong jawline. His eyes are like just bing, looking amazing, and the background blown out to nothing, doesn't matter. We will probably get a little bit of blue. I can pull it back in post, but I reckon that looks fantastic. The other thing we can do in this location is just come around. We'll just get Ben to flick around to the other side of the bench, because what we've got, and do exactly the same, is it's actually garage lighting. So I'll backlit him, but if I shoot him now from the other way, he's naturally lit. Look at that. So you can see that the light is bouncing from the sand and hitting his face. We don't even need a reflector. It's naturally reflected. So that looks fantastic. Really nice. That is such beautiful lighting. He looks completely different. It's a completely different look, but really nice. That's it. Head down a little bit, Ben. That's it. Just soft with the face. That's great, straight at me. This light really makes his eyes pop as well, so it looks fantastic. That's it. Chin down a little bit, Ben. This is making his eyes water. I can see you're struggling with this, aren't you? This is tough. Don't cry, Ben, it's okay. Oh, see, light eyes really struggle. So ideally for this sort of situation, Ben needs to be shot backlit so that he's not having to struggle with the light. So good job. All right, I'm going to be quick because the sand's really hot and it burns. So I've got Alice now in the most amazing light in the world. So it's actually like beautiful garage lighting. So basically we've got the sun, hot sun beating down on white sand, and it just like pumps in all this beautiful light. So shallow depth of field, background goes to nothing. We'll move a bit closer, Beck, so that we both don't get our feet burnt. So we're suffering for this video. So we get Alice to come down. What we've got a really nice breeze coming in, and that's fantastic. Just make sure I've got nothing. Geez, that sand is hot. That's it, beautiful breeze. That's so nice. And Alice, just turn your face that way, that's nice. Little less, come around to me, there. Look at that breeze, that's so beautiful. That's so nice. Perfect, beautiful beauty lighting. So nice. Yeah, eyes to me, that's it. Just soft little smile. Beautiful breeze. That's great. I'm going to come in and get a tighter shot so that we're both standing on shaded ground, because my feet, that's it. That's nice, Alice. That's fantastic. That's great. Chin down just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That's nice. Beautiful. Gorgeous, beautiful lighting coming off the hot sand, Beck. It's just like all flat lighting, and it makes her eyes really pop. Looks amazing. So look for this sort of situation. Perfect lighting.